Child abuse and neglect. It is a shocking and devastating fact that's eroding families in the capital region.
Tonight we begin a special series. It's called Protecting Edmonton's Innocence, where you will get an unprecedented look at the work that police, social workers and child care professionals do on a daily basis. Our Erin Isfeld has spent the last few months working on this special series, and Erin joins us in studio to kick it off tonight. Erin?
Well, Daryl, it takes a strong yet very empathetic individual to respond to these types of crimes. We're talking about children neglected, parents so intoxicated or high on drugs that they can't function as caregivers, or a loved one who sexually assaults a child, breaking their trust. And that's where CART, the Child at Risk Response Team, steps in.
They had a fight today, and he told her, "You're out. I'm kicking you out."
Do you have an address on that one? You betcha. Thanks, Tammy.
We work with what's called the Child at Risk Response Team.
Bye.
We're going to apprehend your child, okay?
Every day, they're on the road, protecting the city's most vulnerable residents.
What's going on?
They know they're intrusive, but they make no apologies.
Everyone just calm down.
They come into families' lives when they're at their worst. Children living in poor conditions, some suffering multiple forms of abuse, their innocence being stolen away.
It's always emotionally charged, the situations that we go into, always coupled with things that are unknown, whether it's someone involved with gangs or weapons, drugs, alcohol, family violence.
We show up on somebody's doorstep and it's almost immediately you have to be able to connect with them or else you just can't do the job.
Constable David Jones and Holly Belland are one of 6 specialized CART, or Child at Risk Response Teams in Edmonton, a police officer paired with a social worker.
He's got a warrant out for his arrest. He's got a 12-year-old son with him.
They collaborate with the province's crisis unit. 80% of their calls are generated here, a hectic place, the heart of the operation.
All the phone lines can be lit up and the hotlines ringing and the doorbells ringing, and police are coming in with kids. Other workers are coming in with children, trying to find foster homes, trying to assess situations. It can get very busy in here.
She's intoxicated and has her 4-year-old, but not her baby.
Requests for this team are non-stop. On this night, a call comes in from a townhouse where the party started at 3 p.m. Several adults are intoxicated. The conditions inside place 4 children under the age of 10 at risk.
You had a previous conviction in relation to a child sex offense.
Tensions heat up when this apparent secret is revealed to the man's girlfriend.
Okay.
No, over there.
Come here.
Police remove the man, and a safety plan is put into play immediately. A young couple not drinking will leave with their baby and another 3-year-old girl. A 4-year-old boy must be removed from the home.
We're going to do an emergency apprehension, and then we'll have to go find his sibling. You are not able to care for a child right now.
Can you please just wait a second?
This is a last resort. No one wants to take your kids.
I can look after him, I promise.
Often parents, I don't doubt they love their kids. Usually, though, the addiction is just bigger than they're able to deal with.
6, 7. Did you get a 7? Yay! Good job, yay! Hi, how are you?
Taking a child away is the most drastic solution, but they insist they do everything possible to keep children with their families. Even then, it's not easy.
Do I question? Yeah, absolutely. And there's been a couple that have stuck with me, and where maybe I've left a child and I've hoped that, you know, that's the right decision and I don't hear about them in the paper the next day.
This case is a perfect example. Remember the 3-year-old who went home with the young couple and the baby? Well, just a few hours later, patrol officers pulled these adults over. Both appeared extremely intoxicated. The CART team had no choice but to apprehend both children.
Now, I'm always amazed at how thorough people will lie to us and to what lengths.
Without heart and hope in humanity, this team doesn't work. David and Holly are parents themselves. They use their connection with their own children as inspiration to keep them going and rely on loved ones to get through the often devastating work.
It's still emotionally draining, and it takes it out of you dealing with those crisis situations day in and day out.
Now, the night we spent with CART, 5 children were apprehended in a span of just 8 hours, all stemming from that first initial call to that townhouse.
It's amazing work because it's emotional draining just watching and hearing about all that. The children who end up in care often end up at the Zebra Protection Center. You're going to talk about that tomorrow, right?
Definitely, and it is here where the focus is placed solely on the safety of that child. They have to feel that they can tell their stories and that they will be believed. And you'll have to know, just to see this story, that we have the highest conviction rate anywhere in the country, and tomorrow we will tell you why.
Well, this issue, no doubt, Aaron, is going to spark a lot of conversation. Thank you for your report tonight. We look forward to your next 2. In the meantime, we, of course, welcome your comments. You can leave them on our website, ctvedmonton.ca.